What's going on, everyone? So the Los Angeles Lakers take on the New Orleans Pelicans, and I talked about how with LeBron James out, as well as Marcus Smart, now is as good a time of any is to play Jared Vanderbilt. If they don't play Jared Vanderbilt, like if they, do something where they start, say, Luka, Austin Reeves, Gabe Vincent with Rui, and then DeAndre Ayton, and then go Jake LaRavia, and then some Rui at the three with Maxi Kleba at the four, and basically just configure it to where you don't have to play Jared Vanderbilt, then I don't know what to say. Like, when is Vando ever going to get opportunity? Because you have LeBron James as well as Marcus Smart. The only way I would be okay with Jared Vanderbilt not playing is for Adou Thiero, right? So Adou Thiero, he is with the main roster, right? Bronny James got called to the South Bay. That's why you saw him yesterday playing. Adou Thiero actually stayed back with the main roster, and a lot of that is probably because of LeBron James and Marcus Smart both being out, both missing. Now is a really good opportunity to see Adou Thiero. If they decide to not play Vando and play Adou Thiero, I'm all for it. In all honesty, there is a part of me that really wants to see that. So I've talked very heavily about how I really want to see Adou Thiero get actual NBA minutes beyond the 4 minutes he's gotten during the season thus far, and half of it was during garbage time, right? Like, I want to see what can Adou Thiero actually bring to this team in a real role, right? Is he a guy? Because again, Jared Vanderbilt as well as Adou Thiero, they're the only two guys on this roster. LeBron solves a lot of it, but at this stage of his career, you don't really want him to have to do what we need. Adou Thiero and Jared Vanderbilt are the two guys that solve all of the Lakers' needs. Obviously, they don't solve the three-point shooting side. I mean, Adou Thiero, we don't know if he will, or, to an extent. Doesn't get much worse than Jared Vanderbilt, so, I think that there's a good chance he'd be better. But what do Lakers need? Two-way play, defense, athleticism out on the perimeter. Adou Thiero and Jared Vanderbilt give you that athleticism and defense out on the perimeter. They also are excellent rebounders, hustle guys, do the dirty work, all the things that you want and need for this team, right? The biggest issues. I mean, it's why I wanted to see the Lakers play him, Jared Vanderbilt, or even Adou Thiero in the Utah games, where you had Keontae George just lighting us up. And it's like, what are we doing here? You have a guy in Jared Vanderbilt who could slow him down, or even throw in Adou Thiero at him, whatever. So, to me, if the Lakers, if they're going to sit Jared Vanderbilt, it needs to be for Adou Thiero. And I personally, because Jared Vanderbilt, we know what the deal is, right? We know, he's not going to magically just become an elite offensive player. I was hopeful that as he started to get reps, because he did change his shot and he looked more comfortable, and to his credit, he has been more confident in taking his shot. He just isn't hitting it. So I was hopeful that as he started to get reps, because you see it a lot, guys will go in, they change their shot, they adjust their shot. LeBron even changed his shot, right? And you see them kind of struggle, and then they get those reps, and then all of a sudden it's just like it becomes that second nature. So my hope was that Jared Vanderbilt would do that. I wasn't expecting to be 40% or anything like that, but could he be in the 34%? Right? Like that, a 34% Jared Vanderbilt solves everything this Lakers team needs, right? Fortunately, can't be that. So, to me, we know what we're going to get with Jared Vanderbilt. So, Adou Thiero is a guy that I think you could throw out there, throw in, that we don't know. And to be honest, there isn't a better team for Adou Thiero than the New Orleans Pelicans, right? They're sitting basically everybody. No one's playing for the Pelicans, right? So, You get to throw Adou Thiero out there in actual NBA games, in actual NBA minutes against, the Pelicans bench guys and G League guys, stuff like that, right? So he's not playing the top end talent, of course, but he's still getting NBA reps, still getting the NBA pace, still getting the NBA feel. He's still going up against NBA players, right? Like, yes, it's not the Pelicans top end guys, but I mean, outside of a couple guys, like, again, this is what you would want for Adou Thiero, right? Him being able to go in, step in, play a role immediately, have it, get some reps, maybe get a couple shots. He knocks down one or two, start building some confidence in the young man. It's great that the Lakers, they want to be a farm team. They want to have that farm system. They want to be that team that has that cycling. Mark Walters putting the money in the investments and all the scouting and training and all that stuff. It's great. Love to see that. Right. And you can build and build and build and build and develop and train and work out and do all the things to try to make players as successful as possible. They're never going to be successful until they actually get to the court, right? You can have as much training as you want until you get on field, until you actually get in that. I mean, that's basically every job ever, right? You could sit in a classroom and learn everything, but until you actually, do your first paint job or, whatever, put out your first fire or whatever, like it doesn't matter how much training you have. Until you're actually in the moment and now have to do X, Y, and Z, that's when you kind of see who you really are, right? Like, is this something that you're comfortable with? Is this something or do you need more time, right? And look, if Adou Thiero plays and he's terrible, it's fine. It's not like oh no, that's it. Like, he's a rookie. It'd be his first game. He could go out there and stink up the joint, right? I don't care. I just want him to get minutes. At some point, you have to play these guys, right? At some point, the young guys have to get reps. Again, you can let Adou Thiero tear up the G League as much as you want. You can have Adou Thiero do as many practices with the starters and the bench guys and all this stuff as much as you want. You can have, Adou Thiero watch film and break down and do, hey, we need you to do this, and this is the kind of role we have for you, and this is the idea we have, and blah, 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 blah. You can do all of that. None of that matters at the end of the day until he gets on the basketball court, right? And again, it's one thing if we're playing OKC, right? It's another thing when you're playing a team like the Pelicans. If he can't handle, if he's struggling and having issues against the Pelicans bench and two-way guys, then, he's definitely not ready for, the Toronto game coming up or the Boston game coming up or whatever. But if he just dominates this Pelicans team and we're looking up and we're like, wow, like this kid is ridiculous. That's a good sign that, oh, hey, probably going to do the same thing. He probably is capable of doing that against the Raptors bench or the Celtics bench or these other teams' benches, right? Like, again, the Lakers need athleticism, defense, and two-way play. Adou Thiero, on paper, has the potential to do all those things. Oh, and by the way, gives you the athleticism, rim pressure, the lob threat capabilities, right? A bunch of other things that you don't get with some of the other guys. I mean, Adou Thiero might be the most athletic player on this team. The only reason that might is because LeBron James is still insanely athletic. But I do think Adou Thiero is definitely more spry. Talk about a guy that's 6'7", right? 6'6", 6'7", 7'1" wingspan, right? A 41-inch vertical. Talk about a kid that literally can jump out the gym. Size, length, athleticism, two-way capability, all of it. He has everything. Right? He was looked at as a shooter coming out of high school, and then he had the growth spurt and played point guard and all that stuff so he can handle the basketball. Then, has to readjust, relearn. So to me, I'm at some point you got to get him some run. At some point you got to let him play. And no Marcus Smart, no LeBron James, right? You're playing the Pelicans, like I mentioned, bench and G League guys or two-way guys. Like, if you were ever going to go like, hey, let's not play all of our starters and all of our guys 50 minutes tonight, Let's kind of try to get him a rest within the game. Let's take this game serious and not mess around and not fumble it. Oh, hey, let's play Adou Thiero and even Jared Van. I mean, play both of them, right? You could go Luka, Vando, Thiero, whatever, Rui, and Ayton, right? Like, why not? I mean, like, offensively, that might not be the greatest, but who knows, right? Not just that, but Luka's that good offensively, right? So my point is that you have two guys in particular that solve a lot of the Lakers' needs, And one basically fell out of the rotation. One is yet to be in the rotation. Play both if you can. If you're not going to play Jared Vanderbilt, play Adou Thiero. It's that simple, right? If you're not going to play Jared Vanderbilt, you need to play Adou Thiero. Like I said, if they do the whole workaround thing, it's for what? But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, a past question you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Helps me enjoy these types of videos. I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.